Here in South Florida, advocates say domestic violence calls are the #1 calls that first responders receive, and oftentimes law enforcement has responded to that home multiple times before a crime actually happens.
It's also the most dangerous call they respond to. And if you look at anybody I don't think I've ever met somebody who hasn't had a direct relationship with domestic violence.
In light of the many domestic violence cases happening nationwide, one of those cases took place right here in South Florida. Coral Springs Vice Mayor Nancy Matea Bowen was found dead a few weeks ago after being killed in a domestic violence incident by her husband.
In terms of the women that we support, the higher percentage is women of color. And again, is it happening more in those communities, or is it, are people that are not of color less likely to report?
Mary Hart with the YWCA works every day to empower women and provide a safe space for domestic violence survivors at their Harmony House emergency shelter. Across the county, Hart says despite a recent influx in domestic violence cases nationwide, numbers here at home are consistent.
We support about 400 to 500 women on an annual basis, and we have 8 apartments, and 2 are dedicated to single women, and the rest are for women with children. And they're multi-family that could share one apartment.
Domestic violence advocates say the crime normally happens when victims are threatening or trying to leave their abusers.
And that's when it becomes the most dangerous. So the trend I've seen when it comes to when it actually turns into a homicide, when it turns into extreme violence or extreme stalking or harassment, it is a time when the victim wants to separate themselves from the abuser.
But there are signs people can be aware of.
Sometimes it start with isolation or verbal abuse. So, sometimes if you see that with a friend or a family member, that isolation starting, like watch for those type of red flags or verbal abuse, or, the person becoming more withdrawn, and then just try to have the conversation.
State Representative Deborah Tendrick sponsored a domestic violence reform bill that's waiting for the governor's signature. The legislation adds multiple layers of protection for victims while also holding offenders accountable. To prevent more tragedies from happening across the state, the bill implements a pilot program for GPS monitors in certain counties with the goal to expand statewide.
When you have someone who is truly a danger to a victim when they are out and have a history of domestic violence, that GPS monitor would send an alert to both the victim and law enforcement to help the victim get to a place of safety, and for law enforcement to be able to respond promptly.
For WPBF, I'm Rachel Williams.